If he gets hit by right hands that he got hit by on Saturday, the fight ain't going very long.
This is Jonathan Agger, 5th Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Eddie Hearn here at Match from HQ, July 6th. Alen Babic against Johnny Fisher. Someone going to sleep in this fight?
Yeah, without doubt. I mean, it's a big step up, and you know, when you listen to Alen Babic and his team, you start to panic and worry a little bit because they're extremely confident. They said yes so quickly as well, which is also worrying. But you know, it's time for the big step up for Johnny Fisher, and you know, going to be interesting to see how he overcomes it. Massive ticket seller. I mean, he's done 3,000 out of his living room already. Probably end up doing 4,000 or 5,000, and it's a real fight. You know, it's a big show at the Copper Box, and expecting a huge crowd.
Speaking to Alen up there, and I sort of suggested, like, is this a step up for you? And he kind of looked at me like, yeah, I'm crazy. Where does Johnny rank in maybe the opposition he's faced?
I mean, I guess a lot of it is we don't know how good Johnny is. I have my feelings on the matter, which is I think he's a world-class heavyweight prospect. I truly believe that. He's not just a ticket seller. He can really fight. But Alan's going to be someone that's going to test your will, test your skill, test your heart, test everything in there. And if the fight goes deep, it's going to be a very uncomfortable night for Johnny Fisher. But I do expect him to be too big, too powerful, and I believe he wins the fight by knockout.
That's July 6th. Eddie, just want to go back to last week. Not really talking about the fights, but you know, your relationship with Frank Warren. I remember Gary Neville was asked about, you know, his relationship with Carragher and, you know, Vieira and those sort of players, and he sort of said everything's forgotten even after everything that happened during their career. Does it feel a bit like that, where, like, I know you never met him before, but like all the talk back and forth is forgotten?
I mean, I'm actually someone that doesn't really, like, I get on with things, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't start reflect. I'm not a really deep person that like reflects on something someone said 4 years ago. It's like everyone says things, everyone's got emotions, and you know, as far as I'm concerned, where I am with Frank right now is that you know, the past is the past. You know, I don't remember anything that he said where I feel like, oh, you know, we're friends now, but I still can't believe he said that. I've forgotten everything he said anyway before we even became friends. Do you know what I mean? So we're just focused on boxing, focused on our businesses, focused on the future of our fighters to deliver. And right now we all feel like this is the best we've ever felt, the most excited we've ever been in our jobs, and long may it continue.
And then, you know, Wilder, you know, I think his mum came out yesterday, said, listen, hang the gloves up now, it's the end. Yeah. Can you say that? I mean, you know, you really promoted him, but
I really feel that it's not my place to say. I think if he wants to only compete at the top level of the sport for massive money, he should retire, because I think that's not there for him. He could go on for another 2 years fighting, beating lesser opposition, but not at big money and not in big nights and fights. And I think, you know, with everything that he's achieved, with the money that he's made, what more is there to achieve if you're not going to fight at that level? So, you know, it's an individual opinion. We wish him all the best, and he's had a great career if that's the choice he takes.
And I believe you had a meeting with Frank and His Excellency after the fight. Did you know how advanced are the Joshua Dubois talks?
Not really. I mean, look, we know that, you know, from our point of view, if the world title is on the line against Daniel Dubois, he's the front runner. If it's not, then we'll probably fight someone else. Zhilei Zhang, Joseph Parker, I don't know. But the plan for us is to try and position ourselves or win the world heavyweight title. And if that's available against Daniel Dubois, then I think that's the right fight. But again, nothing's been decided. There won't be an announcement till the press conference on 26th of June. And then we'll go from there.
You're enjoying the confidence from Dubois, saying, you know, all the right things, going to demolish Joshua. I guess that's what Joshua wants, though. Someone who's going to say.
And what Dubois needs to know is if he gets hit by right hands that he got hit by on Saturday, the fight ain't going very long. But Dubois can punch. Dubois got great confidence. Dubois is a danger, and that's what you want. You know, everybody's a danger. But obviously, we're very confident with AJ how he is at the moment that he takes care of business.
We run a few things past you. The heavyweight division is changing all the time. Who are your top 5 at the moment?
Alexander Usyk, obviously. look, I'm gonna put AJ 2, but whatever, Fury 3. Parker 4. Dubois 5, or Zhang. And then who else you got? Cabial's going well. Ruiz is still, a name, but I think that's pretty much the top 5 or 6.
A few quick ones. Haney Martin, any development with that?
Yeah, no, but that's the mandatory, and expect that to be the next fight for Devin.
Katie Taylor, obviously now that fight with Jake Paul and Mike Tyson's off at the moment. What happens now with Katie?
A rescheduled fight, looking to reschedule that, I think, for October time, but waiting to hear from MVP, and ready to look at what's next.
There's 2 more next weekend. You've got Matias against Paro. What can people expect from that?
Listen, Subriel Matias, one of the most exciting pound for pound fighters in the world, and by the way, Liam Paro can really fight. That is a really, really good fight. Our first ever show in Puerto Rico, huge crowd, and then back for a big show in Birmingham, then back out to Phoenix for Bam against Bam against Estrada, and then back to London for Johnny Fisher against Babic, and then out for Philadelphia for Boots.
Final one, there's rumours online that KSI and Amir Khan are going to fight. I don't know how much truth there is in that, but what's your thoughts? I mean, it'd be a big fight for DAZN, but as a boxing fan...
I think in that world, I get it. It's not one for me, but, I like both guys and wish them all the best.
Eddie, appreciate your time. Cheers.